And good morning, everyone. Welcome to this day. It is the last day of January, although it feels like we're in early summer with this weather. I'll tell you about that in just a moment. On our show today, Dr. Mark Livy is here with Harvard Eye Associates. He's going to talk about how dry eyes can affect cataract patients. Really interesting subject. From the South Orange County Community College District, we have trustee Tim Jamal, and all kinds of good stuff going up there. We're going to talk about ATEP, the technology campus. We're going to talk about some performances that are going up about both at the Saddleback and at Irvine Valley College. Some guest speakers they're having, jazz, all kinds of stuff. Then from Florence Sylvester, Shirley Witt's coming on. She is bringing on Dr. Michelle Stanton, who is going to be doing a series called The Great American Novelist. And Michelle has done many things for the Florence Sylvester. She had a series of talks about classic TV shows, all kinds of things. So this one's going to be about the great American novelist, so we'll talk more about that. And as far as meetings go today, Disaster Preparedness Task Force will be meeting at 9:30 in the Cypress, then United Agenda Prep will be meeting in the Sycamore Room at 2 o'clock. Now, don't know if you were able to get up this morning and see that beautiful blood moon that was out there today. You know, we had that triple effect, the super moon, the blue moon, and the blood moon all at once. It was really spectacular if you didn't get to see it. It looked as though Mars was right off on the horizon, so it was really something to see. You can go online and see all kinds of pictures and videos of it. I've heard the next one won't be for about 35 years that we get this triple effect, so we'll have to wait. All right, here we go for our weather over the next several days, and really it is staying the same, anywhere from 78 to 80 degrees or so. It's going to dance around those numbers, just depending if we get a little bit of the marine layer in, as we may over the weekend. As you can see, I got some clouds in the background there. But overall, we're going to be fairly solid in this, and looking way ahead, it doesn't look like, at least of now, there's no rain on the horizon for probably another week and a half. You know, and that doesn't mean it's going to happen then, but looking way ahead, it's just not going to be happening. And you know, we need it. This is the time of the year we should be getting our rain, January, February, and then starting into March. But so far, slim to none, right? We had that one time we got all that rain in, 3.5 inches or so, and that was it. So we're going to remain well above normal. You're really looking at probably an average of at least 10 degrees above normal over the next 5 days, and honestly into next week as well. Around Orange County today, you know, it is beautiful weather. That is for sure. It'd be, you know, a little bit better if we got some rain sprinkled in, but it is gorgeous weather out there. The beach community is just beautiful, nice and clear, averaging 74 degrees. Everywhere else, upper 70s to low 80s. Big Bear, 62 degrees. Here we are at the last day of January, and their high is really around closer to what our high should be. So 62 degrees up there, going down to 30 at night. Palm Springs, 84. So warm days continue into next week, and go out and enjoy it. All right, we'll be back.
It's time to go back to the 50s with the one and only Pat Boone. Join us for a very special evening, Wednesday, February 14th in the Performing Arts Center. Hear your favorite hits like Ain't That a Shame and I Almost Lost My Mind. With 5 decades of recording history in the books, Pat Boone remains one of the top 10 recording artists of all time. Tickets are $18 and $25 at the box office. A very special evening with Pat Boone, Wednesday, February 14th, only in Laguna Woods Village.
Life changes, but your routine doesn't have to. With Coastal Medical Alert, you are never alone. With Coastal Medical Alert, there are no hidden fees, setup fees, and your installation and activation of your device are absolutely free.
Coastal Medical Alert is a wonderful thing to have, and I wouldn't be without it.
Coastal Medical Alert. Proudly serving the Laguna Woods community. Call today for more information.
Managing your own medication can be stressful. For decades, we have watched you stand in line at your local pharmacy and battle with insurance companies, all to be left with the difficult task of organizing, managing, and remembering to take your medication. AmeriPharma offers a new way of simplifying the lives of you and your loved ones.
In previous years, I didn't require any prescriptions, but now I have to take about 7 or 8 due to various conditions. It's a management problem. My nurse told me about AmeriPharma's MedBox. I switched over. Boy, am I glad I did. It's really easy to use and it's solved all my problems.
Get your medications delivered to your door. You'll receive your pre-sorted MedBox that easily allows you to tear and take the required medication regimen at the plainly printed date and time. AmeriPharma MedBox, the new standard in medication management.
Individual care, specialized care. At Harvard Eye Associates, your vision and quality of life can be trusted to a group of specialists that provide advanced technology for the treatment of cataracts, including laser-assisted surgery, a broad range of intraocular lenses, and astigmatism correction. Come join the circle of care at Harvard Eye Associates, where the future of vision is today.
Well, with me right now from Harvard Eye Associates is Dr. Mark Levy. And Doctor, always good to see you, and all you folks from Harvard Eye.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so
Appreciate
today we're going to talk about how dry eyes can impact cataract patients. And we were just talking about cataracts, and first go over that for a moment, and then we'll get to the dry eye part.
So
because
if we can put up the first slide.
yeah, we'll see the anatomy of the human lens.
So broadly speaking, people in their early 60s will present with early cataract development.
Okay.
So we'll see signs of clouding of the lens in the early 60s, and somewhere between 5 and 10 years beyond that, they'll need cataract surgery.
Okay.
Cataract surgery involves removal of a diseased lens or a lens that has become clouded to the point where vision is adversely affected, and then it's time to remove that lens. So that cataract lens is removed, and an intraocular lens replaces it. And there have been some amazing new developments in intraocular lenses. There are all kinds of designs now.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
They have these multifocal lenses that can... But before doing the cataract surgery, there's a number of important measurements and calculations that have to be made in order for that lens to be the correct power to give the patient the outcome that we're looking for.
Right, right.
So...
you want to go to, we can go to the next slide here.
Yeah, let's go to the next slide. So basically, this is how the cataract extraction works. The incision is made near the cornea. The lens is then removed, implant inserted, and the lens is put into position. The key, though, is the power of that lens. You want to make sure that that lens comes out at the correct power. So we have a number of new high-tech measurements that are taken, and the lens is put in the hope that this person's not going to have to wear eyeglasses once the surgery's been done.
Right, and it can be a remarkable transformation.
Yes, yes. So what they found was in cases where it didn't turn out exactly perfectly, the vision didn't turn out exactly perfectly, it then got down to how do we figure out what's causing this?
Okay.
And they found out, so if you can go to the next slide.
Okay.
By the way, this is the intraocular lens, and like I said, they come in many different designs, and that's the lens that's put in place where the cataract has been removed. So if we can go on
to the next slide, the last slide here. Okay.
Here's the key to all of this.
Okay.
Our tear film is made up of broadly three different layers. There's a mucin, an aqueous, and a lipid layer, and all of those layers need to be present and thick enough in order to give the cornea the nutrition that it needs, and in order to keep our vision stable.
Okay.
That film of those layers of tears form an actual lens in front of our eye. And if any one of those layers is unstable or not there or not enough of it, it'll affect the outcome of cataract surgery.
Wow.
So the purpose of this talk today is to make sure that people who are coming up for cataract surgery have a dry eye workup before surgery in order to hopefully predict a better result vision-wise.
And is that something that's automatically done? I mean, when you're getting ready for cataract surgery?
It's fairly recent that we found out about all this, and so I'm not sure that everyone is doing it, but it's an important thing. It's an important test to do.
What about other conditions on the eye before you do cataract surgery? Does it matter if they have astigmatism or any kind of scarring on the eye or any other conditions?
Scarring on the cornea will have been there before the surgery anyway.
Right.
So you're not going to clear that any kind of scarring. However, what we do know is that certain retinal diseases will predispose a patient to not having a successful cataract surgery.
Okay.
So we do not only are the testing done for the power of the lens, but we test very carefully the whole eye to make sure that the outcome is successful.
Okay, and I understand that there are several different lenses nowadays to choose from, am I right?
Yes.
Depending what the patient needs or wants.
You mentioned earlier astigmatism. Almost anything now can be corrected with almost any condition, whether it be astigmatism, far-sighted, nearsighted, can be corrected with these new high-tech intraocular lenses that we're using. So it's a very exciting time to be in eye care.
That means that if somebody wore glasses for years and years and years, not only are they, the cornea, that lens is being replaced, but for the obvious reasons of it's getting cloudy, but their vision could all of a sudden be
So for the person
wonderful.
who's their whole life been dependent on eyeglasses and contacts, can now have the freedom of not needing to use those anymore.
Wow.
So it's very exciting.
That's incredible.
Yes.
And how long does, I understand you do, if both eyes are needed, you don't do them together. You might have a couple, 3 weeks or something.
Exactly.
Like
We
that,
normally
right?
separate cataract surgeries by about a month.
Okay.
So we want to make sure that the first eye is clear and that the result is successful before going into the second eye. We just don't do them both at the same time.
Right. And once the eye is done, how long is recovery time, or I guess I should say, maybe they have to be easy on their eye. Do they have to wear anything?
For the first week, you've got to be a little easy, so we don't want you bending and lifting heavy weights and doing any kind of stressful exercise.
Right.
So you're a little careful for that first week. For the first month after surgery, you're on eye drops, you're on anti-inflammatory and antibiotic eye drops. But basically, after that first few days, your life returns completely to normal.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's a very quick recovery.
Yeah, and I've known people who've gone through this, and they just say it's remarkable.
Yes.
And the surgery does not take long at all.
Correct.
Just a few
The
minutes,
surgery is
right?
about 10 or 15 minutes per eye. So it's an outpatient procedure. You're there for about 2 hours, and then you go home.
Wow.
So
that is just remarkable. The advances that we're seeing in eye technology, and I can remember even just a few years back, the choices of these lenses. There was maybe one or two. Now there's all kinds of choices.
Exactly.
How do you determine that? I mean, obviously, the power of the lens is one thing, but then there's other options as well, right? Multifocal and...
Exactly. So, the newest lens is a multifocal lens. It's called a symphony lens.
Okay.
And the symphony lens is designed, very high-tech design. It's done in, it's designed with concentric circles, which as you look downward, you move into the reading portion of the lens.
Right.
So it's almost like a bifocal or a multifocal that you have in eyeglasses that they've managed to put into this tiny intraocular lens.
Wow.
And they've been
incredible.
Really successful. So we're having a lot of good results with it.
Very good. Under normal eye exams, this is where you can determine if somebody is getting cataracts. So do they notice it themselves?
In the early stages, no. In
Okay.
the early stage, the patient will not come in complaining of it. So we'll see that early cataract before the patient notices it. So we're normally the first to tell them that there's an early cataract developing.
Okay.
And then the time that's taken between the early stage and the surgery can vary anywhere between 5 and 12 years. So we cannot easily predict the progression of a cataract.
Yeah, let me ask you along those lines. Let's say you have somebody coming in that are above 60, in their mid-60s, and maybe they're thinking after all these years of just getting LASIK surgery. Can you look at them and determine if they do not have any signs of cataracts, would that still be a way to go? Does that affect LASIK surgery, affect maybe cataract surgery years later?
That's a very good question, Ken. And generally, I tend to be conservative about this. So if I see an early cataract on a 62 or 63-year-old person who may be interested in LASIK, I'll tend to talk them out of it.
Okay.
Because as that cataract develops over the next few years, the vision will change. So you're going to have somebody who has, if they decide to do the LASIK, they'll have good vision for maybe 6 months or a year, and that'll start to drop.
Right.
And you're going to have an unhappy patient. So I tend to, if they're in their 60s and they're most likely going to develop cataracts, or you're seeing early cataracts, I'll talk them out of doing
that. Makes
the LASIK.
sense. Yeah, it does. Very good, doctor.
The other important thing, if the surgery doesn't turn out to be perfectly accurate, and there's a little bit of nearsighted or farsighted or astigmatism left over, that can then be corrected with a LASIK procedure.
Oh,
so if
I didn't realize that.
Comes in and they're 20/30 and they were hoping to be 20/20, we can sharpen that up for them with a procedure on the front of the eye.
Very good.
So,
I didn't realize that.
Yes.
Well, just you know, over the years that you folks have been coming in from Harvard Eye, and I've been seeing this technology advance. It's absolutely incredible.
Fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah, and I understand that this area, Orange County, is sort of like the Silicon Valley of eye technology, right?
Yes.
A lot of stuff is developed here. Yeah.
Yes, and of course Laguna Woods is our prime population for cataracts.
Yeah. Very good. Always good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And great doctors over at Harvard Eye Associates. And main thing is get your eyes checked, right? Once a year, would you say?
Once a year, get your eyes checked. And if you know that you're in that cataract surgery's in your near future, make sure that you request a dry eye workup. That's the key to this. Make sure that you have time to get that tear film stable before the cataract surgery, and that may involve a month or two.
Okay. All right. Very good. Good to see you, and we'll be right back. All right. We'll get you.
Did you know that we are living longer, healthier lives than ever before? And did you know that social interaction, brain stimulation, and exercise improve your quality of life? Did you know the Saddleback College Emeritus Institute offers 200 tuition-free classes to older adults in South Orange County? With over 30-plus locations between Lake Forest and San Clemente, it has never been easier to take advantage of your third act of life. Sign up today.
Dr. Christine Chung with 7-Day Dental has served Laguna Woods for 17 years. Her office is close, her staff is the best, and she offers great discounts for Laguna Woods.
I have been a patient of Dr. Christine Chung at 7-Day Dental for 15 years. She and her staff are exceptional.
You may know me from Village Television. I would not go anywhere else for dental care than 7-Day Dental.
7-Day Dental, simply your best choice.
Farmer Boys is loading crispy fries with our super secret recipe beef chili, shredded cheddar, and onions, and putting them on sale. Upgrade any combo to chili cheese fries now for just $1 more. That's a super awesome deal, only at Farmer Boys.
Farmer Boys is now open in Laguna Hills, located at 23952 Avenida de la Carlota, across from Ashley Furniture. We open at 6 a.m. Monday through Saturday and 7 a.m. Sundays. Laguna Woods residents stop in for a free coffee and 10% off your bill.
The recently completed El Toro Water District Recycled Water Expansion Project has now delivered over 1 billion gallons of recycled water. The district is preparing to construct a second phase of the project that will install over 28,000 feet of new recycled water pipelines in the Gate 9 and Gates 5 and 6 areas of Laguna Woods Village. The pipeline construction will begin in early November and should be complete by June of next year. The district sincerely appreciates your patience as we enhance the water supply resources in the Laguna Woods area.
Well, with me right now is Tim Jamal. He is one of the trustees with the South Orange County Community College District. Always good to have them on. Good to see you.
And good to see you again.
Happy New Year. It's been a while since I've seen you.
It has.
Yeah.
You've been seeing my other colleagues.
I have, yeah. We kind of
But I'm better
rotate
than
through.
all of them.
Yeah,
No.
you are. No,
I'm just kidding.
You're all good.
No, we're equal.
I won't tell Marcia that. You serve Area 7, but from what I understand, you guys are sort of like trustees at large. Am I right?
We are. We have to live in one of the 7 areas in order to serve and run for the
Right.
board. But the entire district goes from Tustin to San Clemente gets to vote for us. And I think it's a really good, it's worked really well, I think, for the district. Because we have 2 colleges. So unlike cities, where there's one entity, one public agency, we have really 2 major entities. We have Irvine Valley College and Saddleback College. So it gives the opportunity for all of the district to vote for every trustee.
Yeah, I think that's
and
good
it doesn't
too.
balkanize voting those who are in the Saddleback area or the Irvine Valley College area.
Yeah, I think it works very well. So today, one of the things we're going to talk about, one of the topics is ATEP, which is the Advanced Technology and Education Park. And this is up at the former Marine base in Tustin. This is just exciting, what's going on
Well, we're
there.
finally, it's 62 acres in the Tustin Legacy where the old, the Marine Corps base was. And it's exciting because we're talking about building true public-private partnerships for the first time between business and the South Orange County Community College District to create training and programs that help our students get in-demand jobs. Yeah. And so what you see, it's especially relevant, and I think you would say today, okay, unemployment's at record low levels. It's what, 2.5% in Orange County, 4% statewide. Why do we need this? Well, if you look at the jobs that are being created now, most of them are in the service sector, and they tend to be lower wage jobs, jobs that are getting created. And what we're trying to do is create jobs that provide living wages, sustainable wages, and it has to, in the area of information technology, energy, medical devices, photonics, all the areas of the technology sector where jobs pay a little bit higher and provide a sustainable wage, and housing is so expensive here. So I really love this project.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I remember hearing about it several years ago. It's been a lot of years in development, and now it's really really there. And we're going to talk about IVC. And if you could explain this, because I've asked this before, both Irvine Valley and College and Saddleback are a part of this. Correct. Now, does that mean they share the campus or they have separate buildings? Because I know in the slides we're going to look at, there's
That's a good question.
Buildings.
I think that the answer is to both your questions is yes. Okay. Yes, the campus is going to be shared, and yes, they're going to have separate buildings because they have different focuses. Irvine Valley College's focus is more on the technology sector. Okay, got it. Engineering, prototyping, medical technology, medical devices, and then Saddleback College is focusing more on healthcare services, allied health. So their focus is going to be on building a simulated healthcare setting and at ATEP, so that students can get opportunities to provide healthcare services to simulated situations.
Okay, so along those lines, would a student need to choose which college to enroll with, depending if they wanted to take one of these courses, or does that matter? Well, they would. I mean, if they wanted to focus on the areas at ATEP that IVC is focusing on, which is engineering and the technology, information technology, they would likely go through IVC. Okay. If they're more interested in like healthcare, nursing, healthcare services, then they would likely go through and enroll at Saddleback College. Okay, and it doesn't matter where they live, or it's all the same? No, it does not. Okay. So this is the first one we're going to look at here, this rendering is the Irvine Valley College ATEP building. And wow, looking really nice. And does that mean this building, I'm looking at the date, that building will be completed on March 26th, or Or are they still in the sort of the temporary older buildings?
They're still in the older buildings, but
Okay.
this is where our plan is to start offering classes on March 26th.
Wow,
So there's going to
okay.
be a ribbon cutting soon. Hopefully
Okay.
you guys can come. We get some B-roll to show, and you know, the new structure, the new building.
Wow.
And we're going to do a grand opening. I think it's cut off there, but in celebration with the city of Tustin.
Yeah, that is really nice. It's a beautiful building.
And I haven't seen it since in a while. I think it's rapidly moving forward, and I'm going to try to stop by actually before the ribbon cutting to see how things are going.
That is really
It
nice.
is exciting. I think it's going to be able to expand our student base from what we're currently providing to students, and it offers new opportunities. It's very exciting. It's exciting for IVC, and it's exciting for our district.
Yeah, and the next one we're going to see is the Saddleback College building. And again, as you said, this is more in line with healthcare.
Yeah, and you're not as far along as Irvine Valley College. Obviously, when you have a building, you have the opportunity to offer classes to students. Saddleback College is not at that point yet. We haven't yet begun the process to allocate funds to build the Saddleback College building, but that will come within the next year or two.
Okay. You know what this, in a way, what this sounds like to me, the ATEP campus, is I know we've talked about this in the past, where the trades, as they call them, so many people are needed in the what you call the more traditional trades, and plumbing and construction and things like that. In fact, there's such a shortage throughout the country right now, and they're good paying jobs. But on this level here, you can almost look at some of these technology-based programs you have are considered sometimes in the trades. It might be a higher end.
There was a change a few years ago. When you and I grew up, it was called vocational
Vocational,
training,
that was it, yeah,
right?
vocational.
And I grew up in Detroit, and obviously with the United Auto Workers Union, they had a very significant vocational trade program in collaboration with the big three auto industry.
Yeah.
But a few years ago, the vernacular changed from vocational trades to career technical education.
Ah, okay, all right.
So it's just a different terminology, and it is inclusive of things like plumbing, electrical, other what we'd consider the traditional vocational trades, and they are good paying jobs. You're absolutely right.
And quite often, you can go through a 2-year program and kind of hit the ground running. Maybe you're taking additional education, or quite often, that education is being provided by the employer that you're with. Now, of course, with healthcare, depending which way you go, it might be more than that, but these are great programs.
They are, and what we're trying to do, and I go back to what I earlier said about public-private partnerships, we have the opportunity on this with ATEP to develop true collaborations with industry. So we are actively discussing right now with partners who would come in and be part of ATEP, either with their own building or with programs that lead to employment with that particular company. We're in active discussions right now because the nature of the agreement, 51% of what we do at ATEP has to focus on education, but 49% can be private or commercial.
Yeah.
So it's unusual. It's not the case at the main campuses at IVC or Saddleback College.
Yeah, that is really, really nice. Now, the next slide, we're going to see the governor's budget proposal for community colleges.
Yeah, so the governor just came out with his budget proposal. That will be, depending on how tax revenues come in over the next few months, he'll issue a revision in May. But what's interesting is there's money in the governor's budget for the California College Promise program, and that essentially is how do we provide students free or no tuition at community colleges.
Right.
And so I think there's a budget item about $46 million in the governor's budget that would allow for colleges, and we're moving in that direction as well, who have a plan to provide tuition free to first-time college students. So I don't know if that money is going to end up staying in the budget when it's revised in May, but it's an interesting development, and I think you've heard it discussed at the national level previously, and I think President Obama mentioned it, free community college as an idea. You see that bantered around, and I think California is trying to move in that direction. And I think it's probably the right direction. We have to think of the fiscal consequences as well. And I mean, community colleges are already a very affordable education compared to even the UCs or the CSUs and of course the privates as well.
Yeah, that's true. So we'll see how that goes. Now, I had mentioned before you came on that at both campuses there are always fantastic performances. So we're going to talk about, and also guest speakers, all kinds of different things. So coming up at Irvine Valley College, you have a couple different things coming up with both a jazz performance, well, saxophonist, usually that's jazz. I don't know if that's jazz for sure, but normally it is. And then a guest speaker coming in as well.
Yeah, these are always...
Or I should say, yeah, is she a guest speaker? Oh no, keyboard.
The keyboardist.
She's a keyboardist.
Yeah, and I don't know either of them. I think as I always, I pop in on these every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's just wonderful. I mean, it's a relaxed setting. It's a carefree environment. I think and it's extremely affordable and expensive.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, for seniors, I think it's $5 to attend most of the performances, and these are the same. So I really recommend you take advantage of these performances, these opportunities.
Yeah, and in some cases, the one coming up on the other side, Saddleback College, one of them's free, and this one's almost reversed because you have the pianos, 2 pianos coming up first, and then later on in the month of February you have jazz. But here again, one of them is free, so
right, and we have
can't beat that.
I mean, I'm interested in all of them, but on February 24th at Saddleback, you have a female trumpeter, and I just have a particular interest in trumpeting. One of my close relatives plays the trumpet for the Detroit Symphony. So
very nice. Yeah.
Actually, he plays the trombone.
Oh, he plays the trombone. All right. So
I realize it is a trumpet, but same family.
Yeah, same family. So as you can see, there's all kinds of good things coming up at both campuses, from the new technology, the new ATEP that is coming online. But for everyone, all the great performances that are down there, and Saddleback campus is obviously a little bit closer, but there's always good things down there, and they're fairly inexpensive, and some of them are free.
They are. The most recognizable ones are probably the athletic programs.
Yeah.
I mean, and we've talked before that we're building a new stadium, athletic stadium at Saddleback College, which is very exciting, and will involve big opportunities for the community also to participate in, not just with football events, but other events that could take place at the stadium. So there are big things happening, big things coming. ATEP, the stadium, we're growing.
Yeah.
And it's a great place. It's a great district.
Yeah, it is. And of course the emeritus program and all that stuff that's involved. Very good. Thank you very much, sir. Always good to see you. And we'll be right back.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sean Thomas. Welcome to Sports Talk. Come join me here every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. for sports highlights, tournament news, and interviews for Laguna Woods residents and around the world. Hey, maybe even Broadway. It's a beautiful day for a ball game. Put it on your calendar. Thursday mornings, a great way to start your day with me and the Sports Talk way. Or even a triple's okay. I'll see you then.
Hey, thanks for coming in on a weekend. It's not much, but I brought you a donut.
Oh, thanks. I already got one. Oh, it's AARP. Let me just...
Wait, are you joining AARP?
Actually, I just did.
Really? But you're not...
What, eligible? Yeah, I am. You are too, Mr. 50.
Well, yeah, technically, but I didn't think we were ready for AARP.
Then I guess you're not ready for all this.
Okay, I hear you. But is it worth it?
You tell me. So I enrolled at 7:02, saved on concert tickets at 8:10, read a great article on investing at 9, found a sweet travel deal at 10:15. I used the caregiver finder for my dad, and done. Discounted movie tickets.
Hey, check out this great office stretch I found. I didn't know AARP offered all that. How much to join?
See for yourself.
That's all? For a year?
Which includes?
The donut.
Free with my morning coffee.
No way.
Way.
If you don't think instant benefits when you think AARP, then you don't know ARP. Join today for just $12 and get discounts from eye care to travel to entertainment. So many ways to save. Instant resources, tips, and tools to help manage your money, maximize your health, and so much more. AARP is mobile. Just the right offers find you at just the right time. And we hear you, so your voice will be heard. The world of AARP, yours today for just $12 for your first year, and that includes your spouse. And a subscription to AARP the magazine, plus this travel bag, absolutely free. It's not too soon. Don't miss out. Join AARP today.
Call 1-800-748-6813.
And join AARP for just $12 for your first year. You'll also get this travel bag free when you join.
Call 1-800-748-6813.
Or visit tryaarp.org.
Turn your search into fun.
If your family is searching for a new car with better gas mileage, better features, and a better deal, then come to Nissan of San Juan Capistrano or Nissan of Irvine.
The 2018 kickoff event is on, and it's your last chance to lease a new 2017 Nissan Maxima for only $249 plus tax per month, or save over $8,000 on a new 2017 Nissan Murano, now only $24,288.
Turn your search into fine at southocnissan.com.
Turn your search into fun.
South Bay Jewelry has established trust in Laguna Woods for over 35 years.
We are expert GIA gemologists and appraisers of jewelry, estates, watches, and valuables. It is evident that South Bay Jewelers' recipe of superior customer service, quality, and trust is the reason for continued success in Laguna Woods. We specialize in custom designing, bridal and anniversary, and watch and jewelry repairs, with all services done on the premises.
South Bay Jewelry, next door to OPA in Aliso Viejo.
With me right now from the Florence Sylvester Memorial Senior Center is Shirley Witt, who we're always happy to see, and we're also happy to see Dr. Michelle Stanton, who's going to be doing a presentation there. It's already started, but it's called Exploring Classic American Novelists. Good to see you.
Good morning.
Yeah,
Good to see
good
you
morning
too.
to you. And Michelle, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
You've done several different presentations
Yes,
over the past.
yes, several courses.
Yeah.
And this is the latest one, something new and different.
Yeah.
But interesting.
How do you go about this? I mean, there's so many American novelists.
A little tricky to determine each week a different novelist, an American novelist. And they're really people who could be considered classic authors.
Right.
But even that had to be whittled down from a rather large list of about 30. And I'm sure the first class that met this semester, I mentioned to people that I'm sorry if I excluded one of your favorites. But you know, it was a command decision. It was my choice, and so there it is. You know, but they're recognizable people. It's just that some of their backstories, their biographies, and so on, people aren't familiar with. Today's topic, for example, this afternoon, Wednesdays at 1, the class meets, is Edgar Allan Poe. And fascinating person. Almost his real life is almost as mysterious as some of the writings, you know, that he did. So you know, there's that, you know.
Yeah.
And,
so you're not focusing on any one of their particular novels. It's about the person.
It's about the person,
writer.
and integrated in that are the works that they did, you know, and what they were particularly known for usually.
Yeah.
And then toward the end of class, I try to lift an example from one of their works. Today, I'm going to read from the end of The Telltale Heart, which is so Poe. I mean, it is really, if there's one almost stereotypical Poe segment, that's it. It's scary and it's kind of neat
so
to read.
You get into what influences them and their style of writing.
I think a lot of their biography indicates a lot of things that influence them. You know, it's kind of easy to figure out some of the problems that they had in their lives. You know, it's got to have way into things that you're thinking about and writing about.
Yeah.
So That's a part of it. That's a part of it, and also things that occurred historically during the periods of their
Right.
life. There was a Great Depression in 1837, for example, which had a lot to do with an inability to find work and to try to sell your stories and so on to magazines and the like.
Yeah.
It was very difficult. The economics come into play there.
Well, many of these classic novelists, they either started out or contributed to newspaper and magazine articles, right?
Exactly, and many of the publishers didn't think that it was risky to make things into just a large book, a novel length. So things were serialized in magazines and newspapers and so on, and they knew that that would work because they already existed. But is there a market? Was there a market for a novel? And it took a while for that to kind of catch on, as well as the idea of literacy rates had to increase too, to make it worthwhile. You know, is there a market? Well, you know, maybe. It took a while for that to really develop.
Yeah, very interesting. How long does the class go
They're
for?
hour-long classes.
Okay.
And and it changes, different novelists each week.
And Shirley, they're going to continue on through February?
No, she's here through the whole semester.
Whole semester.
She follows,
the whole.
So like 16 weeks.
Yeah, she follows the Saddleback semester.
Oh, wow.
Right. And you know, we love having Michelle at the Senior Center. Remember, we did the what was the name of the TV show?
The Golden Age of Television.
The Golden Age of
I remember that
Television.
one.
So
Television.
she brings some fantastic different things to the center, so we love having her there. And the students absolutely love this class.
Yeah.
They love
so
this class.
Can people still sign up for it?
They can still come in.
Okay.
Yes.
And they can sign up at Florence Sylvester.
They can just come to the
right
class.
in. Come
and
right in.
Michelle will take care of that.
Just ask for me, and you're in. If
Yeah.
you're interested, you're in.
All right. Sounds good. What else do you have?
standard.
You got. What else do you have going on?
We have
got
Super Bowl
Super
party,
Bowl party
this Friday.
Yes.
Absolutely. So, who are you for, Michelle?
Well, gee, I really don't have a favorite team in this, but if you're asking me if I think New England will win again, I do think they will.
I think so, too.
I think they will.
I think so. Who's going to win?
I kind of think New England will win. I've got friends that are big. I've been waiting for the Eagles to be back in it for years, so you know I'm kind of hoping that they do. But Tom Brady's from my hometown, so
Well,
but
there you go.
he's got how many? 4 or 5? You know, he's got enough.
He's got a whole bookcase of
Yeah,
that would be
yeah.
absolutely. But our party is this Friday at lunch.
Okay.
And we always have a great time at our Super Bowl party because we have a football throw contest. And we get up there, believe it or not, we get up there and we have a big board, and if you can get it through the circle, it's an elimination, and so we have a really nice prize. But it's a lot of fun. You wear your favorite jersey, and we're going to celebrate the Super Bowl. So that's this week.
Okay.
But call the center and sign up because you know we only have so many chairs.
Okay, and what time? Is that normal lunchtime?
Normal lunchtime,
Okay.
11:30 to 12:30. So give the center a call, and we'll.
And you're going to be having hot dogs and things like that?
We're going to have hot dogs, coleslaw, ice cream.
Okay,
And,
very good.
Yeah, we're going to root for our favorite team.
That'll be a lot of fun, yeah.
And then on the, let's see, February 21st, we've got a little while yet, but afternoon at the movies with Theo Siegel, who comes in from Hollywood. And this month is going for, well, it's almost this month, tomorrow, 12 Angry Men. The movie 12 Angry Men. And he was saying that Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor cites this film as her influence on deciding to become a lawyer.
Wow.
So that's interesting. So what Theo does is talk about the movie. He talks about behind the scenes, which I love. He talks about things that happen with the actors behind the scenes. And so it's very interesting, very interesting. So it's going to be 12 Angry Men, and that's on February 21st.
Okay, that should be good. And you know, Michelle, you did kind of the same with the TV series, right?
Yes, it's a classic film.
Yeah.
It's great. Fonda is wonderful.
Yeah.
In it. It was a play. Also,
yeah, you're right.
brought
Yeah.
To the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terrific cast.
Yeah. Yeah. A huge cast. Very good. And that is, that's an ongoing, you do that once a month usually?
We do
or is
it
this something?
once every other month.
Okay.
Yeah, we bring in Theo he's from up in Hollywood, so he talks about this, so it's great. But you know what? Please stop in and get our newsletter.
Right, because this is how you find out what's going on.
This is all the programs for the month. Michelle's in here. Michelle's in January. And it kind of tells all the classes that we have and different kind of lectures. So it's our little Bible that tells us exactly what's going on. But please stop into the Senior Center if you haven't been there. Besides the lunches and the great services we have, we're a great resource for the Senior Center.
And you have Mardi Gras coming up.
We have Mardi Gras
on the
party
13th,
coming up.
and good stuff on the menu.
Apparently, we like to party.
Yes,
Michelle.
apparently.
Yeah, well,
Apparently.
not apparently. You do. Let's just call it what it is, right? President's Day, and they've got so many different things. Of course, we've talked about the tax preparation help.
Tax preparation is coming up. We're taking reservations now for taxes, and it's here.
Yeah,
it's here.
It is, and you can pick this up, of course. And what's really nice about this too is it's a place to go and just have some fun, even if all you go over there and have lunch.
That's right.
But there's so many different things.
You meet new people. Ask Michelle about meeting new people.
All the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it is a place to come. It is a place to hang out, meet new people, great classes. So it's a good safe haven for the seniors of this community.
It is. And if you want to take Michelle's class, just head over there.
Yes.
You could do it if you're watching us in the morning. 1 o'clock.
1
Did
o'clock.
you say?
Wednesdays at 1.
Okay.
Easy to remember.
What are some of the authors you have coming up?
Well, next week it's Harriet Beecher Stowe,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been going over my research on her, a fascinating person.
And that was Gone with the Wind?
No.
No. Oh no, wrong
that
person.
Was Mitchell.
Oh, okay.
Mitchell, but Harriet Beecher Stowe.
See, I know my
Uncle
authors.
Tom. She wrote Uncle Tom's Cabin.
That's right.
She also wrote 30 other novels, but
Yeah.
no one knows about those. But she's all about Uncle Tom's
Send
Cabin.
in on that class.
And she, of course, the legend, and apparently it's true. This is a note from her son that she met Abraham Lincoln. And on meeting Abraham Lincoln, he said, "So you're the little lady who started this great big war," meaning the Civil War. And it was a contributing factor to the Civil War.
Was it really?
Oh yes, very definitely. And it was a big hit as a novel. Sold 300,000 copies initially, and sold over 1 million copies in Great Britain.
Wow.
So
I didn't realize it was written all that long ago.
1852.
Wow.
So that's one, and then there are other classics. We've got Mark Twain coming up, and Nathaniel Hawthorne, and Herman Melville, of course, and we'll talk about the whale and what does it really mean? What does the whale mean?
Oh yes, yeah.
And Stephen Crane, and then we move into the 20th century, more of that, Jack London and Faulkner and Hemingway and Steinbeck and Mailer and Salinger and Vonnegut.
Yeah.
They're biggies. They're fairly biggies.
A couple good California authors there.
That's right. Exactly.
Yes, and where you can still visit the places that they wrote about.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Very good. Well, Florence Sylvester Senior Center is, of course, right down the road there, and again, all kinds of good stuff that they offer. You can pick up their booklet here and get all the information. It comes out once a month. Good people, right? They really are, and they care. And one of the things that Shirley always emphasizes is they're a great resource for so many different things.
Yeah.
And they vet people out, and if you got a question, you want to go down there and go, hey, how do I find out about this? And they'll help you out.
We never turn anybody away.
No.
Right.
You don't. Good to see you.
Nice to see
you.
you
Take
too.
care.
Thank you, honey.
Michelle, good to see you.
Ken. You
take care. We'll be right back. Yeah, that's
Farmer Boy's new double chili cheeseburger is loaded with super secret recipe beef chili.
What's in the secret chili recipe? Nothing this irresistible can be legal!
He ain't gonna talk. New double chili cheeseburger from Farmer Boys.
Farmer Boys is now open in Laguna Hills, located at 23952 Avenida de la Carlota, across from Ashley Furniture. We open at 6 a.m. Monday through Saturday and 7 a.m. Sundays. Laguna Woods residents stop in for a free coffee and 10% off your bill.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
I'm Dr. Leif Loberg, and I want to welcome you to our brand new facility here in Laguna Woods. We've been serving the community since 2006, and we're super excited to bring you an awesome team of doctors, Dr. Jackson, Dr. Asaturians, Dr. Vian, and myself, here to serve you in our brand new state-of-the-art facility. Call us in the morning, and we'll get you in the same day, guaranteed.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Kim Bermude with the Orange County Sheriff's Department. We've seen an increase in phone scams where con artists pretend to be someone they are not, including law enforcement officers. Don't be a victim. Trust your instincts. If a call seems suspicious, it probably is. For example, the Orange County Sheriff's Department will never require payment over the phone. If you receive one of these calls, contact the Orange County Sheriff's Department as soon as possible and visit our website to learn more about scams.
Hello, Laguna Woods. My name is Rick Bradford, and I am the pastor of Saddleback Church of Laguna Woods. I would like to invite you to join your friends and neighbors right here in Clubhouse 5 every Sunday as we worship, as we enjoy a free breakfast, and as we learn from our pastor, Rick Warren, the author of the best-selling book, The Purpose-Driven Life. Please be assured that you will be warmly welcomed at either our 9 or 11 a.m. service. I look forward to meeting you personally.
Well, Tale as Old as Time. That refers to the movie we're bringing to you this Friday, Beauty and the Beast. This is Disney's live-action version of the animated film. The animated film was out about 1990, I think. It was actually the original one nominated for Best Picture. That's before they split the animation category up. This one came out in 2017, and I think it's the best of their remakes that they have done. They've added several new songs to this version. Great, just great acting by Emma Watson, who it really is convincing as the lead character, Belle. Dan Stevens plays the Beast in this, and it's overall just a wonderful cast. Really good, good music, good fun, and I love the way they kind of expanded the story. Compared to the animated version, they tell you more of the backstory, why the Beast became the Beast, and also the backstory to Belle. And while in the original movie, she was with her father, just like in this movie, but you never heard anything about her mother. In this one you do, and what happened to her mom. Really good movie. This came out last year. It runs about 130 minutes, so it's a little over 2 hours. It's long, but it goes by really quickly. A lot of action in this. And as I said, all the classic songs are there, but there's probably, I think, about 4 or 5 additional songs in this as well that are done, and big, huge musical numbers. I think you will enjoy it. That'll be on this Friday at 2 o'clock and at 7 o'clock. Then, on Monday, a very different film. It is an animated movie, but it's done very differently. Loving Vincent was produced with 65,000 oil paintings, hand-done oil paintings in the style of Vincent van Gogh. And this tells the story of a young man that comes to the last hometown of painter Vincent van Gogh to deliver the troubled artist's final letter, and ends up investigating his final days there. So this kind of goes back, and it starts out at one time and then kind of goes back to Vincent's life. But as I said, it's all done in oil paintings, and it's really remarkable. In the day where everything is done with digital animation, this is just done in more of a classic style, and I think you will really enjoy that. That'll be Monday, and 2 o'clock and at 6 o'clock. Other movies coming up this month. On February 9th, we have Marshall, which is the story of Thurgood Marshall, who became the first African-American Supreme Court Justice. Blade Runner 2049, a sort of a, well, I guess it is a sequel to the original Blade Runner, which came out in the mid-'80s. And Harrison Ford is back in this as well. Ryan Gosling is in this movies too. And it takes place in 2049, where the original one, I think, took place in something like 2015. We haven't gotten quite there yet, which is in some cases maybe good. The one part of this we're maybe getting close to is augmented reality. So that's probably come to pass before we even know it. It has in some cases, but again, this movie takes place in 2049. The Birdcage, February 23rd, fun movie with Robin Williams and Nathan Lane and Gene Hackman. I really enjoyed that movie a lot. And then as we move to our Monday movies, we have Lucky Logan, about a heist during a NASCAR race. We have Witness, the Harrison Ford movie back in 1985. And we have Only the Brave, the story of the Granite Mountain Hotshots, who were a group of elite firefighters who risked everything to protect a town from a huge wildfire. So good movies, very different kind of movies coming your way. Now, as far as our weather goes, we got some nice warm weather. We've got summer weather for you. And it'd be nice to get some rain, but this is good. This is pretty nice weather as well. We are going to be in the 78-degree range all the way up to 80 for the next several days. No rain in sight, really, looking way forward. And even in the next week, as we get to Monday and Tuesday, we'll probably be in the upper 70s. So not much difference. This is a big stretch of a high-pressure system, dry, warm weather, and that will continue around Orange County today. The beaches will average about 75. The rest of the county will average, right around that 80-degree marker. So Big Bear, 62 degrees, so warm up there. All right, you have a good afternoon or good day. Whenever you're watching us, a good evening. Take care. Bye-bye.
Mama used to 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 Mama used to